I was born and raised up in Indonesia. My dad is a doctor. He became a tailor, so he gave up his profession as a doctor and became a tailor, and my mom is a housewife. And because my dad is a doctor, he wants me to also become a doctor. So I enrolled to the best medical school in my country, and I was actually in the top 2% of my batch. And of course my parents, my family, they were all very happy, very proud, but it felt as if I was living someone else's life, because every day I literally didn't know what I was doing, because I couldn't picture myself being a doctor, or how I would be like 10 years from now being a doctor. I just didn't have that kind of vision. I know that this is not the life I want to be. So I handed in my leave application and moved to Japan. So, why did I move to Japan? So I learned Japanese several years back then, and I know that this teacher who is teaching in a language and culture school in Osaka, so I moved to Osaka, looked for this teacher and enrolled to that school. This is the school. Actually, it's this teacher that who brought me there. So in the mornings, I went to the language school, and in the afternoons, I went to go for part-time jobs, because I need to earn money to pay myself all of my expenses in Japan. So my first part-time job was as a bento box seller, which is a lunchbox, you know, the Japanese lunchbox. So what I did was, like, I stood in front of the stall, I offered the lunchbox to people, and when people come, I become the cashier, and I handed the money. It was very interesting to me, because to see like all the people who come and to learn about the work ethics and the culture, it was just really, really amazing. It was a unforgettable 1 year with the bento stall. But after 1 year, the closed down, the store closed down. No, not because I had a poor performance, but because they had problems with they had renting problems, so they moved to another district. So after that, I opened an English learning center in the attic of my dormitory. So why English learning center? Because in the trains and in the buses, I often overhear like people, Japanese people saying that, oh, I want to go to an English school to improve my English, but most like English learning centers, they focus on the writing and on the grammar, but not so much on the speaking. So I thought, oh, this is an opportunity for me to open a business that offers both the grammar and the speaking for English. So we had around 30 students and also 3 teachers. So, so also in Japan, I encountered something that is really important that is connected to my activities now, which is aromatherapy. What is aromatherapy? Does anyone here know what aromatherapy is? Okay, great, then I can fill you in. So, aromatherapy is the science and art of utilizing the essences extracted from plants to enhance your mind, body, and soul. So that is the concept. And usually aromatherapy uses essential oil, which smells nice. There was like this aromatherapy shop near my dormitory, and it has courses on aromatherapy, so I took some of them. I started having like this hobby of making my own skincare products, and these are the first 2 products I made. The left one is a cream bath mixture. You can see the lady bears like worshipping it, and then on the right is the first body milk, like for bathing. But of course, we don't have like a bathtub in Hong Kong, so you can't use that. So these are the first 2 products that I made, and even until now, I still have the hobby to make my own skincare products. So after graduating from the language and culture school, I decided this might be a good time for me to go to university. So I decided to come to UST because I think UST is a good university that pushes forward one field that I resonate with, which is entrepreneurship. But why am I interested in entrepreneurship? So direction the wind blows, so why is it? Why entrepreneurship? So basically, I grew up in my grandparents' plastic factory. I spent more time in the plastic factory than I spent in my own home. So in this plastic factory, I grew up looking at how the trucks came and clients, and also the processes, how they make the mold for the plastic, and most importantly, the workers who come and work there and eat there, do all the activities. It was just a very wonderful place for me. It was basically my childhood paradise. But unfortunately, when I was in high school, my family, like my grandparents, they decided to close down this factory. And even until now, I still have the dream to someday create a factory that is as wonderful or more wonderful than this childhood paradise that I have. So in my first year of university, through my hobby of making skincare products, I founded a skincare company with 2 other people named Beauty Tag. But we had we had a misfit between the founders, so we didn't have the same vision and mission for the company. So I decided to break it off. But it was a good lesson for me to realize that how important it is to find people whose vision and mission really resonate with yours. And so now my current venture is Miskato. Miskato is a wellness company. So what is wellness company? Why are you laughing? Is it funny? Okay, never mind. Wellness company means that you don't only cater to the skincare, not only to the skin, not only for the outer appearance, but also for the mental health. So it's a wellness company. We make wellness gifts like candles or soap or body lotion, and also we hold wellness workshops. For example, teaching people how to make body scrub and aromatherapy and all that. And for the social side, we have low-income women who make the products for us, and also for every workshop that we hold for our client, we hold one workshop for our partners in NGO for free. So that is Miskato. So you might notice there's a transition from me building a skincare company to building a wellness company. So what actually happened? Like, why did I make this transition? So basically, in early January 2015, something really important happened to me, to my life, to my family. And long story short, I was diagnosed with clinical depression and anxiety disorder. So first thing, you need to know that it's real. This thing is real. Depression is real, anxiety is real. It's not something just in your head. It happened to me both psychologically and both physically. For the first 3 months, there was no one day that I could go through without tears, without having panic attacks, without nightmares, or without trembling. Those who know me would know. Yeah. Yeah, and you might wonder why I'm talking about this, something personal like this in front of all of you. But I think it's really important to say it out loud. It's really important to say this issue out loud, because I know that not many people, I know that most people would be afraid to say this, to say such a personal issue with others. But I think it is really, really important for you to know that this is a real and serious issue faced by many, many people around us. And I'm not ashamed of it. That's why I'm saying it here. I'm not ashamed of having depression or anxiety disorder, because I know that through that experience, I learned what actually mattered in my life. That's why I'm saying it to you today. And if there's any one of you here, sitting here, facing similar issues, just so you know, you're not alone. You might be facing it, but I'm facing it too. And by facing it, it doesn't mean you're inferior, it doesn't mean you're weak, it means that you're human. Just, you are human, I'm human. And what if I tell you that people with anxiety disorder, people with depression, people with mental health problems can still have a hopeful life, can still hope for the best things in life? And what if I tell you that people with mental health problems can still want to make a contribution to the society? And what if I tell you that mental health could happen to anyone, including yourself? And today I'm standing here with my hope greater than my fear. My hope that my message would be delivered to you, to each of your individual hearts, of each of you who are sitting here. My hope for this is greater than my fear to be laughed at or sneered by you. And please let me end by saying that just like an artist uses a deep personal wound to create something beautiful, similarly I want to use the experience of facing the darkest monsters in my head and in my mind to create something that is meaningful for you, for me, and for society. That's all.